All right, back on the boat. This video is going to be 2 weeks long. You guys are going to experience it really quickly, and we're just going to pound out refit jobs. I'm not sure how many we're going to get done. I'll put the number right here, and it'll probably be in the title. Maybe here. Yeah, we're just going to go to work. So there's not going to be a whole lot of fumbling around. There's not going to be a whole lot of, dry stuff like this is right now. It's just going to be job after job after job. So let's get going right now. The first thing I have to do is fix one of the bilge pumps. So we're going to do that. The boat almost sank when we weren't here. Luckily, Brian from Dark Horse and the marina staff here were on the ball and helped us out get the bilge pump working again. But we're going to put a one-way valve in the bilge pump hose. So let's get to it.
Have you ever wanted to sail around the world but don't know anything about sailing? Well, that was us just a short time ago, so sail along with us and learn from our mistakes. We spent 2 years fixing up an old catamaran, and in just 10 months we've sailed up to Alaska and all the way down to Panama while fixing the boat along the way. We're out here making our dreams come true with our new crew member Coconut, who we found abandoned on a small island. This trip has already been a life-changing experience, so hit subscribe and join us as we sail around the world on this massive adventure. I can't stop smiling.
All right, so the bilge pump comes out of there and it's in this bucket right now. And it's one of those automatic bilge pumps that has a sensor in it. Now it got really dirty, and that might have something to do with what was happening. It had a couple faults. It was running nonstop, and also it was it clicked off as well at the breaker. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm soaking it in soap. I've cleaned it up. I've cleaned the sensor area up as much as possible. And then I'm going to put in one of these. It's a one-way, so fluid can only run one way through this pipe. So if I blow this way, there's stuff. I can't blow that way. So what happened is when it clicked off, water came back through the pipe, because the pipe goes below water sometime. The bilge hose goes below water sometime, and water came back through that and then started filling up the bilge. And luckily it was noticed in time, but that could have been really, really bad for us. So I'm just gonna let that soak, and I'm gonna get to some welding outside. All right, we're all done. Need to just buff up the welding a little bit, but it goes in this slot right here. And if you're wondering what it is, I'll show you. It's a coconut husker. And if you're worried about someone getting hurt on this, this just comes out and it can be stored somewhere other than right here. But for now, right here, because I got a couple of coconuts to husk. Anyway, there's dinner tonight. All right, so it's the next day. You might have seen by the weather and everything. And I'm just welding extra tie-down supports for the dinghy. So it's kind of what they look like here. Just this has just been welded on, just a little tab here, and I've taken the dinghy down, but I'll put it back up in a second, and then I'll show you kind of what I'm planning to do with them and how we tie down the dinghy. Just finishing up on this. I have this little cover over where I just welded because when you weld with stainless steel stick, the slag on top of the weld like pings off, and it can like fly pretty far and burn stuff, so it's not safe. So almost done. All right, and while the boat's out of the way, and by boat I mean dinghy, I just welded a flagpole really quick just to get all the welding done, because we're going to replace the giant Canadian flag here with a more reasonable sized Canadian flag that doesn't get caught on everything, and we're also going to put it back over there. So I'm just gonna drill a couple holes and then mount that right now. All right, there you go. Just gotta bolt it up now. It's practically done. I just dropped a little piece in the water, a bolt that I gotta get another one. But here's the old Canadian flag. Massive, and it is also starting to rip. And then the new one is up here. It's not really blowing or anything, but yeah, and that's where it is. So I just got to put one more bolt up there. But for all intents and purposes, Canadian flag done. Here's what the tabs look like finished. I'm not grinding this off and everything because the marina asked me to keep the sparks and everything to a minimum, and I'm beside some very expensive boats. So when I get out to open water, I'll give this a good buff. But it's a ratchet strap right here, and then it's just tied to down there. And so basically what that does is it when both of them are on, this side and that side, it stops the boat from moving kind of back and forth. And then I have ones on the bottom that I've done as well. The bottom ones didn't need any welding, they just wrap around kind of down there. And I also have to remember to take that coconut husker off because it does stick out, and I left it on after husking a coconut, and whew, close call. But anyway, yeah, day 2 is going well. Here's the bilge pump upside down. I just took this off of it and cleaned it up. This is the water sensor here, so it's an automatic bilge pump, and when this gets dirty and it gets like the crud on it, like you can see a little bit of the crud like kind of around here, a little bit of it down there, when it gets covered in crud, it doesn't work because this can't sense water, and then it just keeps going and going and going, and it just sucks. So had I known that, I wouldn't have bought them, but I have them. So we're just gonna put this screen back on, and we're gonna put it back in the bilge, which is now filled with water because it's been raining. I don't know if you can see that. You can't really see it's filled with water because it's been raining. And I cleaned this all off with this toothbrush in here with soapy water and everything. So I'm gonna put it back together, and then put this little thing, the one-way valve, in the bilge hose, and throw it back in, and hopefully it works. Hopefully it doesn't keep sinking the boat. Okay, I just flicked it on and all the water left pretty quickly. So that job is finished, I guess. Happy it is. Really should have done that before I went to, we left the boat, but that was really stupid of me. So thanks again, Brian, for helping our boat not sink. And I'm now gonna go to sleep because I left this way too late. Night. It's like 2 o'clock of day 3. I got up super late, but that's okay because I still have like 13 days or so. I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, I traded my metal fabricating skills, and I'm gonna get speaker boxes that I can mount up the mast from Brian. He's gonna 3D print them for me, and all I had to do was make this. This is, oh, it's hard to give it a shadow. So this is the metal piece right here that Brian brought me, and this is the piece that I made. They're almost exactly identical, and it's for a keyway for, I think, his steering. So yeah, that took about, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour, and now I'm gonna bring them over to Brian. I won't waste you guys' time with that. But hopefully my new speaker boxes will be showing up in the next couple of days. I would have done it anyway because Brian's done so much for us. We're back in the galley here, and this door is supposed to be on there, as well as this piece here goes right here. So in the interest of time, now the door is completely on, and it works perfect. Yay! So this is the next project we're on to. This is the running backstay here. So you can see it goes all the way up there. And so when we're using our stay sail, we have to tighten this on whichever is the opposite side. And so it just goes to right here. right here. And you can see how corroded this clasp is. So we're gonna grind this off and just use one of these to put on here. And it's gonna give it a bit more space, like it's gonna sit a bit higher up, and you can see the rope kind of rubs against here a little bit. So it's gonna give it a bit more room off of here. And this is so corroded that you just have no idea when it's gonna break. And we probably should have replaced it a long time ago. So we're just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna have to grind this off of here. So I've replaced this with a nice strong shackle, and there you go. And it still goes up to the same place there, but it is all finished. And now it doesn't rub against here as well. So I'll be able to repair that fiberglass. And yeah, on to the next job, I guess. So we're gonna get to some fiberglassing now. This is one of the vents to the boat. And if waves come like back here, water can get in here, or rain and stuff like that. And so this side, there's a fiberglass kind of bucket on the back that kind of prevents that from like getting all into the boat. And on the other side, there is none. So I don't really need a vent to the boat. So I'm going to essentially fiberglass over it. Still gonna leave an air hole on the top. You'll see what I mean. I'll show you what it looks like from the inside right now. Maybe I'll do a cool edit over top of this talking. But that's gonna be the next job. So fiberglassing a little box to go on the inside of this. This is what the inside looks like. It's kind of hard to get the camera to focus, but as you can see, water can just pour in there. So we're gonna stop that. So I have this fiberglass here that comes in like just a sheet of fiberglass. Some people call it, I think, G10, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I've cut out my box section here and I've sanded it. So now I just have to put it together with some fiberglass. All right, I've flipped it over now and I've just fiberglassed the other side. And I like to leave these cups around when I'm fiberglassing because this is the old cup that I used. And you can see that like you can see that it's set and that it's set properly. And so that's why I like to kind of leave these around. So usually when I'm done a fiberglassing job, there's like a bunch of these cups like littered around because I just want to make sure that it's like fully cured and everything's proper with the fiberglass. So we'll leave this here to dry, and then once it's dry, we're just gonna attempt to just stick it on with some glue essentially. And this is where I need to put the cover so rain doesn't come in here. Like you can see that that's a decent amount of water coming in, and it gets onto the autopilot and everything, and so it is fresh water that's coming in, but it still needs to be fixed. That's what the box looks like when it's attached. So no more water is going to get in. And I'm going to go to the dentist tomorrow because one of my teeth kind of broke in half. So my tooth is killing me. I got to go to the dentist tomorrow. A piece of it fell off and I swallowed it. And I've tried to just like gut it out, but I can't. And so there's a chance you won't see any more jobs for a little bit if the next shot is Anthony helping. So Anthony's showing up and Yvette's showing up. This isn't kind of how I planned it, but man, it's like an exposed nerve, and I think it's going to take more than one visit to fix. But anyway, probably get some good stuff done regardless. So stand by.
Yeah, taking the patch off,
And then
the surface,
yeah, cleaned it heaps.
and now we're gonna rebed it with some butyl tape, flip it around 180 degrees so that it flips open facing forward, and
Nice.
it's not gonna work. I think I'm gonna have to put the butyl tape on the surface of the boat instead.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't want to get stuck to this. Except I can't see the holes.
Yeah, do it the right way round.
No, I gotta poke a
Oh,
like a
right.
reference hole. Okay, there's one right here. Yeah, would have been nicer with a power drill.
We have so much stuff on this boat, I'm not getting a power drill. It can be done by hand. We have every other tool, I swear.
Anthony's letting me do the honors and drilling holes into my own boat, but we need to drill 4 holes and...
Oh, hang on a second.
Wait, why am I holding on a second?
Why? Because I want a bed without fiberglass chips on it. So I'm gonna hold the towel underneath.
So we don't want to get fiberglass chips on the bed, so he's gonna hold his hand there, and I'm gonna drill through, wait, not drill through his hand.
Easy at the bottom. That's it. That's good enough. It didn't go through the headliner, but that's okay. Do we have a vacuum cleaner on board?
Yeah,
Small little handheld?
we do.
Yeah, but you know where that is? Okay. It's in the bed that I was working on.
Hola.
Un momento.
This is good for cuts and bruises.
Some acetone's good for the soul. Apparently acetone here is really difficult to come by.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we have 4 liters of it on board. Mosquitoes. Okay, we got this one.
Oops.
And then there's going to be a component of getting it done from underneath.
This is our Starlink cable, and it's gone through the front door for the past year or more. It comes down off of here, and it's just, there's been no other way to do it. I mean, there has, but we've been lazy. So now I've drilled a hole into the back, so it's just gonna come down here, along here, and in there. But the most important thing is just to pass it through the hole. And it's irritating because it's got this big thing. But the hole's been made, so now it's time to get it inside.
And this is going to be great because we have not closed our door properly since we left Vancouver, really. So this is going to be a nice change. We can actually close the door.
Ooh, this fits.
Yay.
Ooh, this deck is hard.
So we've got to get that whole cord through. And then we won't have a cord running through the front door anymore. Yay.
I'm gonna go pull it from the inside.
Okay. Yep. So it's been forever since we've been able to close this door all the way. So here we go.
Well, hold on. Wait.
What?
It's because of the internet cable.
Yeah, because the Starlink cable has run through here the whole time since we've had Starlinks, which we got way back when we got the boat. So forever. The whole time.
Okay.
We've never been able to close the door.
Quit stalling, close the door. Hey!
Yay.
You know what that means we can actually properly lock the door now.
Yeah, we can lock the door and we can close the door with air conditioning on without a gap and stuffing a towel in there.
Yeah, we would stuff a towel in here to close it because we couldn't close it all the way. And then we would lock it by using this.
With another one.
With that. Anyway.
Yay!
All done.
Okay, next 10 billion jobs.
Oh my god. And it's a burner of a day today.
Yeah, it's literally a billion degrees. Now for the second hatch.
Yeah, last bits of cleanup to do and it's gonna be good. I think I'm more satisfied with this side. Now that I've done once, this one went quite a bit faster.
Yeah, it went really good. And it looks so nice and clean. And here's the other one. Yeah. Going the other way, working well.
This one also had like pretty much no sealant left anymore. It was, you could see all the water that was seeping through. So with the new bedding with the butyl tape, it should be now nice and dry.
Yeah, leak proof and funneling the wind in the right way.
Yeah. Half a dozen or so screws and we're halfway there.
So that's the base turned around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
went
then
much better on this side. And I still got to drill the 4 holes for the hinges, but the frame itself went on pretty good. Really happy with this side.
Awesome.
Well, he's cleaning that plate off. Well, I didn't do anything. Yvette programmed the new auto anchor, so I'll let you talk about it.
Yeah, the new remote.
Is it automatic up and down?
Yeah. We always had the remote, but it stopped working.
Yeah.
But we contacted the company and they sent us a new one. Wow.
So you want to test it?
I left it inside.
Oh. Yay!
Worked.
It works. A little more. A little more. A little more. Okay. What do you do?
Changing the shackle.
Oh. Okay, let it go a little.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Don't mar the yeah.
Let it go a little more.
Don't fall in.
A little more. A little more. Okay. Good.
So as you can see, the shackle we replaced is looking terrible.
The old shackle bent, and all we had was a mild steel shackle. Excuse the exhaustion. Oh, is this even gonna come off?
Cámbiale para una flat.
Oh, wasn't it?
So put some blue Loctite on. Back and forth a couple times.
The Loctite acts as a lubricant while you're putting it in, and then it dries and acts as a...
Oh, other way, other way. Wait,
Sure? No,
no,
it's from
no,
this
no.
side.
It was 100% from that side. Yeah, the less you listen to me during this mini refit,
The better.
yeah.
Okay, I think I got it, but before you lose that bolt, put your fingers on it.
Yeah. And let's put it upside down.
Want to just rotate it?
Just so the Loctite
Oh, it doesn't drip out? Okay.
doesn't drip out and drips in. What's the over-under on me losing this Allen key?
None. won't,
Yeah.
won't let you do it.
But what I'm gonna do is triple it up.
And then don't tighten it too much. I think it breaks when you over tighten it.
Yeah.
That's probably me. I think I put it on. Nice shiny new shackle.
And this one won't bend. So originally we had like a 3/8 shackle on, and that bent. And then we put this one on because it was the only one we could find, and it rusted. But we knew that was gonna happen, but it was just temporary. Because you would be surprised how hard it is to find like properly rated shackles. And if it doesn't have a rating on it, it's absolutely junk. So the rating has to be like stamped onto the shackle. Anyway.
So we toss it overboard now?
Yeah, we're gonna throw it overboard, kind of.
And then bring it up with the...
Yeah.
With the new anchor remote.
New auto anchor.
Or do you want to just bring it up without wetting the anchor?
Do you want me to pull some of the chain in now?
Yes, please.
Wait, hold on.
Clunk, 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 clunk.
A little more. A little more. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. That's good. Woohoo! Beer time? Oh my god.
Always.
I'm gonna go up the mast and change out the mast light. Because of all the great advice we've gotten from you guys, That's why we double tie this line. So we have a bowline in here, which Yvette tied for me, thank you. And then we also clip on. And then we just gotta run up the mast and switch out the mast light. Simple as that, I guess.
And we're hoping it didn't stop working because of lightning. We're hoping it just stopped working because the the light bulb was...
Yeah, the light bulb was done.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Alright, we'll go around to the winch now.
What's my benefit plan?
Your benefit plan?
Yeah, better be good.
Oh, you want to go to Colombia, right? All right.
Yeah, you get to go?
Yeah, down a little bit. Yeah, keep going slow. Okay, the mast light's fixed.
And
The problem was this was cheap.
And your nav lights are fixed too.
Oh, nice. Nav lights work too. Projects are just getting ticked off today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Next project is like 10 minutes of swimming pool.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I just need 10 minutes in the swimming pool and 1 hour of unlimited beer.
No work gets done. Had to do a bit of maintenance on this wire and end up putting an actual proper marine. Hey, it's intermittent. Okay, I don't like that. We'll have to see. Oh, well, I know why. There we go. Anyway, this wire is a marine tinned wire. I spliced it into the original wire, but I don't like the way that blends, so I'm gonna have to take it apart again.
Yeah.
See why that's happening.
It's always something with this light. I don't think it's ever been.
This fixture's had its good days. I've ran out.
Good days are behind it.
Okay, well, it's working.
Working better than it was before.
Yeah, I know what the problem is, but it's an easy fix. Just have to take it apart one more time.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Now that the Starlink cable is no longer coming through the front door, we can finally close the door all the way and put an actual lock on so we can lock it from the inside.
Yeah, we used to argue who sleeps where on the bed because like if someone came in and like stabbed us up, you know, it's probably best if Yvette gets stabbed first, right? Because then I can like wake up and fight them off. So, but
that's not how I saw it.
Yeah, she saw it much differently than that.
Anyway, we've bought this lock, so I've pre-drilled so it doesn't split the wood. So then I'm gonna screw this in and then drilled a hole here so that hopefully it can go in there and it lines up perfectly.
Okay.
So let's see.
I'm blaming you 100% if this doesn't work.
I bet you are.
This is all you, babe. Is it gonna work?
Yes.
Oh, no way. First try?
Yeah.
Does it go all the way up and over?
Yes.
Zoom in a little here. It's hard to see, won't focus. Okay, there you go. Look at that, that's perfect in there. Great job.
Now we won't get stabbed in the middle of the night.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they could break that down if they really wanted to.
Yeah, but at least we'd hear them.
Yeah.
And there's no way we can like lock ourselves out by accident. It would take a special kind of stupid to do that. Like a talented stupid.
Well, we can still do that by locking ourselves out, by locking it on the outside and losing the key.
That's true.
That still might happen. Anyway, I need to go outside. It's literally 10 billion degrees in Fahrenheit and in Celsius in here.
So the AC is off right now because we're in and out constantly, so we can't keep the door closed. So anyway, let's get outside.
Recently, you might remember we did the weather stripping again on these guys, these two. But whilst doing that, I broke you or me, I can't remember who, broke this hatch latch thing.
Let's say you. I'm more comfortable saying you.
I broke it further.
Yeah. I don't think you could have broken it any
So
further.
that just came off that. So anyway, it doesn't work, which means you can't press down on it. So the weather stripping doesn't really even work.
And we can't lock it.
Yeah, and also that. So we got a new one.
It's $35 for a new one.
Yeah.
$35.
The new light bulb for the stern light was $25.
Yeah,
I mean, that's normal, but it seems expensive.
we don't even have $35 worth of stuff in that hatch.
Yeah, the latch is worth more than what we're protecting. Okay, so comes out. Oh, it's got 2 diagonal ones.
Oh, you're gonna have to do some pre-drilling, eh?
Yeah. So slight problem. It's not quite the same as the one we've taken off, so the holes for the screws don't line up. And so if I put it through here, which I actually just tried, it doesn't fit. So we have to put some acetone on, clean it off, then put some fiberglass in to fill the holes, and then I can put new holes in the correct spots. So a little bit of an extra bit for such a quick job, but
stand by.
Worth it.
So we have this Sudal Extreme stuff, and we're going to use it to complete the 3D printed speakers. So this lid has to get the Sudal stuff put on it. It's like a caulking, but like
super strong.
Yeah.
And right above us, Anthony and Monica are putting or switching over the hatch. It's the final one. Let's switch directions for it.
So I've just pressed it on, and this is how strong this Sudal stuff is. It already lifts it up, and that's a 7.5-inch speaker, so it's a pretty heavy speaker. Now we just let that dry and go about some other stuff. We might even get those in place today, we're not sure. So the sun's getting kind of long in the tooth. Did I use that saying right? I think so.
I have no idea.
These bags are usable still if you don't lift them. Hello.
Oh, it's so much better.
It's the sunroof.
Yeah. Don't even put it back on, it'll probably be fine.
It'll leak about the same amount.
Yeah. So this is our spare anchor. We almost threw it out, mainly because we have no idea what we're doing.
And we didn't have anywhere to put it.
Yeah, we didn't have anywhere to put it. But we have used it a couple of times now for like a stern anchor. So we're gonna put it in here in this hatch. There's a bunch of fuel that's in this hatch right now.
In jerry cans.
Yeah. In jerry cans. Oh, this is the jerry can that we were using in Alaska where our engine went out. We were marking it to see how long it would burn for.
We ran it straight to the engine.
Yeah, that's my favorite jerry can actually.
Yeah, it has memories.
So.
And then we can lash these to the side, leave them on the deck. It's an option.
Yeah.
Or empty them, pour them into the tank, and then store them like right at the front in one of these, where there's space to kind of throw things.
I have a feeling they're gonna sit on the deck for a day.
Yeah, I have a feeling that at least a day.
I wonder if I can even
more
fit this in with only taking out the 3.
The only issue is with all stuff in there is if the anchor chain, well I suppose the anchor chain doesn't get kind of stuck much anymore because it's not so deep where we anchor lately.
Yeah.
Because that's where we look through to see the anchor chain all piling up, and sometimes if it kind of piles up and doesn't move over you have to push it, but we wouldn't be able to reach to do that, you know?
Yeah. But I think we can still get in, but it's just a matter of Jenga-ing this in. Yes! So now that we've got the anchor in there, which honestly was way faster than I thought, we can fit this rope in. And I realized that rope should be coiled and all that kind of stuff and ready for use. But it's a really long day. And it's somewhat coiled.
Somewhat.
And ready for use. And this rope is coiled. and this rope is coiled. So I think we're doing good. If we need to get to that rope, then my game plan is to just sit in a corner and cry.
While I untangle it.
I mean, you're welcome to cry with me.
Someone's got to do some work around here.
Yeah. Oh, we actually have room for more rope.
Should have kept more of it.
You know, what I'll do is I'll just stack it so we can easily access the anchor chain.
Yeah, good.
Whew. Well, I would say this job is done, but there's still the matter of these. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna procrastinate, and we're just gonna leave these up here for now because we have to clean out. We're gonna try and filter. Filter's not the right word.
Polish.
Polish. We're gonna polish our fuel.
Because we've just been sitting around here for a while.
Yeah.
So, and we actually did clog the pipe coming from it. Yeah, on our way to this marina.
So we have a permanent fix to that that we're waiting on parts for still. They didn't come in time, so the store's gonna hold them and we'll get them sent to us somewhere in the Caribbean, knock on wood. And but everything's going fantastic today. It's just been a long day. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah, we were saying we were gonna polish the fuel. But
yeah, we're gonna polish the fuel. But tomorrow, because it's supposed to be like super rainy.
Yeah, so we're trying to get all the outdoor sunny stuff done today while it's a beautiful day. Look at it. I know I've showed you before, but look how pretty it is.
All right, we're on rare breed because we weld. We've done about 8 welding jobs since we've been here. This is going to be number 9, and then we're going to do Brian's welding job of number 10, and then I'm shutting down the welding business so we can get our stuff done. So yeah, but this is another Prout catamaran. It's a 38 foot Prout catamaran. Okay, watch your eyes.
Yeah.
So the welding's done. I'm just holding the stainless steel bar up here so the heat doesn't get too high up because I don't want to burn this. And my welding gloves can take a decent amount of heat. So just making sure there's no damage. He's gonna have to passivate these welds. It's something you do to make them bring the new stainless to the surface and whatever after you weld stainless steel.
And then help make them look pretty and stay pretty.
Yeah, they look pretty after you passivate them.
We never got around to doing ours.
No, I did passivate ours on the lift. It's just we used 304 stainless instead of 3/16 stainless or 3/16
cheap.
Because we got it for like $100 for like all the stainless for our dinghy lift instead of several thousand, and it just means we have to polish it every freaking month and a half. But yeah, it's. I think I've taken most of the heat out that could possibly damage anything.
It's surprising how hot the metal surrounding the welds get.
Maybe surprising to you.
Well, yeah, it's surprising to me.
Oh, is that a bottle?
That's a bottle, yeah. I hope you like it. It's just what we've got.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Like, are you sure? Oh, hold on. I'll accept this. No way am I going to accept what's in your right hand. Right hand. You keep it. I don't do this for money.
How long are you going to stay here?
Look, so many people help us
days.
out, and I can basically do nothing properly except for welding. So this is how I kind of pay it forward. And I also get wine.
Especially because it's your birthday. Normally he wouldn't even take the wine.
How long are you going to stay here?
We're here for another 2 days after this.
Yeah, probably till Friday.
Yeah.
And then you leave?
And then we leave, yeah.
Ah, because my wife is coming back until the 20th, and I thought we couldn't invite you. But can I not invite you to a restaurant or something?
All good, man.
Seriously?
All good. Yeah.
Thank you very, very much.
No worries. All right, we have one more welding job to do, so let's drink this first real quick and then really mess up Brian's boat.
You want to rum as well?
Yeah, no. Brian's not quite ready for the welding job, so we get to pack up early and get back to doing our stuff. Aluminum is so much easier to drill through than stainless steel. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, this is our custom speaker mount. We're putting speakers up the mast if the weather cooperates tomorrow. The speaker bracket is done, and if the weather cooperates tomorrow, we're going to actually get it up, which is exciting. If you're wondering what this is our trusty Starlink holder, and it held the Starlink using duct tape to the cabin top for a year almost.
Yeah, all the way to Alaska and then all the way down here.
And it's been amazing for us. And it's hard to find the right size holder to fit our Starlink, because we have like the first gen Starlink. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna cut these legs off, and later on, like a month or 2 or 10 down the road, I'm actually gonna mount it back to the center part and weld it onto a different piece of aluminum. So it's a cleaner mount than we have now, and it doesn't block the solar as much. But for now, I'm just gonna be cutting these legs off with the grinder. So we're just gonna clean it up a little bit on the bench grinder here, so it's not as sharp, and then it'll be good to go. All right, what's next?
I think that's more than enough work on your birthday.
Oh, come on, I got a couple more good hours left in me.
No, come on, let's go get a birthday drink at least.
All right, he twisted my finger or hand or...
Yeah, I put him my foot down.
Beer o'clock.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Feliz cumpleaños.
Two friends.
Cumpleaños.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Thanks for having us along.
I'm gonna have multiple of these.
She deserves them.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like, oh!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Darcy. Happy birthday to you. Give it a bit.
Thank you. Thank you. This is welding job number 10. We're gonna put this little D-ring on for Brian so he can lift his dinghy up, because he had some parts that were made up for it and they couldn't quite handle the pressure of the dinghy and the motor. So we're gonna just tack this on real quick. And that'll be welding job number 10 that I've done here that hasn't been on Supernova. And I figure that's a good number to stop it, because we have to get out of here tomorrow.
Yeah,
we have so much left to do still, so including making this video.
Yeah, editing it.
What is it? It's the 3rd.
Thursday.
It's the October 3rd, Thursday.
Yeah.
And you guys will be seeing this tomorrow on October 4th on Friday, so.
So we still need to edit the video, we need to clean up the boat, we need to put the jib up, we need to get fuel.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
Just lots and lots of stuff, so it'll be fun.
Yeah. But you just, yeah, you get this done.
Okay, watch your eyes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of visualizing the plane here and it should be good.
Okay.
I just don't want like torque on it from either side, so it's pretty much, if it's pulling on the weld, it's pulling perpendicular to the pipe, so I think we're good.
Yep.
Let's do it. What's your warranty on this, by the way?
As soon as I get off the boat,
Void, warranty void.
you're not allowed to test it until I'm off the boat. Okay, watch your eyes.
Yeah.
So I got these washers, they're 3D printed plastic washers in return for that welding job. And like I said, that was the 10th welding job I've done, and none of it's paid. I just do it to help people out. The guy yesterday gave us a bottle of wine, that was nice. But I do it because so many people help us out along the way, and it's one of the few things that we can do that other people can't do. So that's why we do it. Anyway, let's go back and raise ourselves a sail.
Yeah. So next job now is to put the jib on, and we've got our brand new jib that we've had for a couple of years now sitting on the boat, and we finally are going to put it up. We were waiting until we were a bit more practiced and learned sailors, because we hit the jib whenever we're tacking, so we didn't want to damage our brand new jib, but I think we're ready to put it up now finally. Agreed?
I don't agree that we're more practiced at sailing.
That's true.
But at some point you just gotta
Yeah, and we took our old one down while we were left the boat. So now's the perfect time to put the new one up.
Jib up or shut up? What? That's a great thing.
Yeah.
The clue is there, so that's the tag.
This goes up to the side. Up the. This is the leech.
This is the right here. We got him. First try. Whoa. Okay, go ahead. New pink sail.
Oh my god.
That took not as much energy as I was anticipating.
And 4 people. Hence the less energy.
Speak for yourself, I did the winching.
Yeah, well, that's why I was here.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, so our sail's up. That's awesome. Now let's just get the rest of the stuff done.
Yeah, let's get that last hatch in.
Oh man, that took effort.
Now we have the full set of the pink sun-covered sails up finally. We've had them for a long time sitting on the boat, so we're going to have a bit more space inside the boat as well.
Yeah, no more blue head sail, eh?
Yeah.
Or was it green? Bluey green?
Blue, I think.
Needed to be washed.
Okay, final hatch is going on right now.
Are you guys done yet?
Yeah. Where's your whip?
It's right by the winch. Get back over there.
So we're gonna go to the fuel dock just with some jerry cans and fill them up. And we don't know how much fuel is in our tank currently. We haven't filled up since we were on the other side of the canal, and we've gone back and forth to San Blas a couple of times since then. So we're just gonna fill up a bunch of jerry cans, put them in the tank, and hopefully that'll be enough to get us to Colombia. It will be, we will make sure it is, but we don't have like a gauge to actually know how much. So unless we completely fill the tank up, we don't really know exactly how much, but we'll know we've got at least the amount that we've put in, if that makes sense. And we'll do 1 gasoline or petrol or unleaded or whatever.
Gasoline on this side of the world, petrol on your side of the world.
I say petrol. So the yellow ones are diesel that the big boat Supernova takes, and then this unleaded or petrol or gasoline or gas or whatever you say is for the dinghy. So we're just going to do 1 of them because we shouldn't need the dinghy much before Colombia, and then all the fuel should be heaps cheaper in Colombia. So we're just kind of doing what we need at the moment. So behind me is the fuel boat here at the dock. So it's actually a boat that has all the fuel on it, and you can bring your jerry cans up to it and fill them up. And I guess the boat can then go off and refuel and come back, and that's how it gets the fuel here for all the boats. And because, I think it's because it's near the Panama Canal, they're extra meticulous with the fuel that they provide, and they actually give you a separate little bottle of the fuel that they've provided, so that if there's any issues, you know, you can test that fuel, and it tells you what like batch it was from and what date they gave it to you and everything, so that you know that it's kind of definitely good fuel, I guess is the idea. So we're going to get one of those little bottles, and they also put the fuel in themselves. They check your jerry cans to make sure they're clean. So yeah, we've never had such service like this before to make sure that the fuel is really, really good. But I'm guessing it's because we're near the canal and they don't want any issues of boats going into the canal and anything happening. So even though we're going the other way towards Colombia, still good to know we're getting nice clean fuel and such a good job of it all. And they're helping putting it in the jerry cans and all of that, so that's nice. Anyway, once this is done, we are heading back to the boat. We've bought tickets for tomorrow morning to go on the bus into town, into Cologne, where we need to check out of the country, get a zape, which is like when you're leaving a country, so that the next country knows that you checked out properly. And we're going to do provisioning as well at the supermarket and the markets, and then back to the boat, and I think then we will be ready to leave. I can't remember, yeah, we didn't get the part. I don't think we've said yet that we didn't get the part for the air conditioning that we were waiting for. So that's not going to happen. We're not going to get that all sorted. Hopefully our friend Brian on Dark Horse, who's coming a little bit behind us, might be here still when that part arrives, and we'll be able to pick it up and bring it, and we'll catch up with him down the track, maybe in Colombia. But otherwise, only a few more jobs that we've got to do. We want to try and install some speakers, so we might get onto that next, the final bit of that, putting them up the mast. And yeah, lots of things, always busy. Anyway, back to fueling.
Sample for you.
Okay. So I go.
It's clean.
Clean, yeah. Okay. Perfect. And when I run out of fuel,
It's for you. Okay.
it's not that it's too hot or too humid, but it's both.
That's the problem, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, Darcy's up the mast and putting the final touches on putting our speakers up, which he worked on while I was in Australia, even though we had a list of about 20,000 absolutely integral boat jobs, which did not include putting speakers up the mast. But here we are, finishing that job. Him and Brian worked on that while I was in Australia. Brian on Dark Horse, you guys know, has a 3D printer, and he made some awesome covers for the speakers, and that's what we're putting up now. So we'll get back to the really, really important jobs after this. So we bought some wire, electrical wire from the marina chandlery here, and that's what we're going to pull up through the mast now to do the speakers. And we're also going to pull some extra wire up so that we can do some spreader lights at a later stage, but we've got the wire to do that. And that just goes through the base of the mast, and then we can pull it up. So we're going to do that now. And you can also see that the hatch is flipped around now. So it used to come up this side, now it's on the other side. Our friends did that job. Now they're in the pool, which is well deserved because it's about 1,000 degrees. But yeah, that's going to make a huge difference when we're at anchor and the wind blows from the front of the boat. It'll now be forced down into the saloon. That's the plan. And also it shouldn't leak anymore. And we've done that, well, they've done that to all 3 of the hatches. So thank you very much to those guys. So these are the amazing 3D printed cases for the speakers, and they've got the speakers inside, and they're going to go up the mast now and finally be set up. And just for the record, I think this is a big waste of time on our final day here at the dock when we've got a billion other jobs that are really, really, really important, such as putting fuel in the tanks and all sorts of things. But I will enjoy these when we're at an anchorage with no one else around and we can have a dance party out here on the front of the boat.
I think what she's really trying to say is she's thankful for the speaker cases and she cannot wait until they're installed. Aussie has a weird accent and sometimes it's difficult to understand. So it might have taken a couple hours more than I expected it was going to take, but we got the cable run down the mast, which was a bit of a gong show. But I also had the foresight to run 4 other cables down the mast at the same time, which is why it was a bit of a gong show. So now we can put a steaming light up, which we should have, but we don't. And we can also put deck lights on. So we just got to order those and then we can do them. But I can't believe
the speakers.
Yeah, I can't believe it worked. And that's why we had to put the speakers up for safety reasons, because we had to run those other wires. And when you're running wires, always... a foghorn, exactly. Like, I mean, who doesn't want like Backstreet Boys for a foghorn or Spice Girls? Come on. I mean Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith. Yeah, yeah. Whee! Don't step on the solar panels. Woo! Done and done. Zip ties secured. Excess wire cut off. Everything done. I don't know. Still
that one job
today.
Yeah. We've got like
we still technically have to hook up the speakers, but I mean
that can get done another day.
That looks pro.
Swing that halyard over.
Yeah.
So one of the last jobs we're doing today is putting some jerry cans into the actual tank so that we definitely have enough in the tank to get to the Sandblast Islands where we're going to stay for a night. Or we're going to stay for a night probably in Linton Bay first and then Sandblast. So yeah, anyway, we'll put a few jerry cans in so we're sure.
How do you like the new method of fueling?
Good once it gets going.
I can't help but remember you saying this is one of the last jobs we're doing.
Well, the very last job is cleaning up. That small job.
Just a small job. Hey, what's all that stuff around you?
The reason we have so much out is because we took everything out of the port aft room in there, which was the kind of makeshift tool room. Everything was just all over the place on the bed. We took everything out so that we could reorganize it, but now it's just all out here. So
we can reorganize it.
Yeah. So this fuel is taking quite a long time. We probably need to get a thicker hose so it goes quicker. This one's just finished, but that's only like the third one, and we're going to do maybe 5. So while that's been going, I need to change that one because it's done, but I've just been putting this on. This one's almost in. So I pre-drilled them, and then this is just the final screw. But I've noticed a problem. That can go on, but it can't turn. So this wood needs to be raised. It needs to be thicker for this one to work, even though it worked for the other one. But I'm not going to do that now. So for now, it
can still lock. You can still lock it if you have a lock.
Yeah, you could put a padlock through, but I mean, we don't have anything important really in there.
All right.
Anyway.
You know what kind of princess I need you to be right now?
What?
My fuel princess.
Yes. All right, get back to it. So it's 4 in the morning, and as usual, when we've got a big deadline and we want to get off the dock, we're up all night finishing all the things that we started. We got all the jerry cans into the fuel tank, so now we have a completely full tank and 2 jerry cans left over, so we're happy about that. We finished off a bunch of other jobs. We cleaned up heaps, so all we need to do tomorrow is check out of Panama, do some last minute shopping or provisioning, and then start heading out towards Colombia. So you'll see that all next week. We're completely real time. This is literally Friday that this is getting uploaded. We're going to go finish editing the video with this footage now, and if it uploads hopefully on time, it'll be up by about 11 AM Vancouver time. So yeah, we're happy to be back in real time. We love being in real time because we get to hear and see and read your comments and get like up-to-date info when you guys help us out. So thanks everyone for the encouragement. Huge thanks as always to our Patreons, and we'll see you all next Friday on our way to Colombia.